Going live, you're live. Testing. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm massive on the screen right here. Let me try something else. There you go. And you can see me. Trey's going to be on it. Well, Trey's here, but you can't see him right now.
I am here. I'm just eating. Yeah.
I've
got etiquette.
Yeah, hell yeah. What's good there, everyone? Welcome to the show. We got 3 likes on the stream. Thinking we get maybe another like on the stream. Maybe a message in the chat might be nice. Someone say hello. There we go, Christopher. Hello. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Let me refresh the sub count right there. 68,287. Not bad. We might have fallen off. Nice title. Wait, did I get the title wrong? Does it still say Optic versus Kenny? I might have, but it says it's the right thing now, yeah? I don't think I got that wrong. I think I changed it just in time, but I might have bottled it. Yeah, I just got the notey. Pred versus Optic. CDL Major 3 pre-show, which is correct. Let's go. Appreciate you for the likes. Welcome to the party. We just got off, literally just finished making a video on the F1, so we're back. I was just gassing up, like, they sent me some cool shit. You can't even see it. But they sent me, like, quad lock. You know quad lock?
Wait, F1?
No, not F1, but, like, one of the sponsors, like the McLaren sponsors, they sent me some shit. Some people will know what quad lock is anyway. They do, like, phone cases. So I've got me a phone case. But then you put your phone case on the phone, and then you have the water. You know, like a water bottle, right?
Yeah.
Like, you put the water bottle down, and then the phone case will stick to the water bottle like magnet, so you can watch, like, you know, like you put your phone on there if you want to watch some shit, rather than having to lean it against something. So I thought that's pretty fire. Ethan says, "Is this Pred versus Optic for me?" Yeah, which is right. And then I got a T-shirt. I looked at this yet, but I don't really wear T-shirts, but well, I do wear T-shirts, but not like branded ones. You know what I'm saying? Johnny wear T-shirts. Anyway. What's good, everyone? It's a good stream.
That was the funniest thing I've ever said. I already wear T-shirts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. It's a good time to be back. Easy Blood says it still says Kenny. Okay. It doesn't say Kenny for me. I had a little refresh.
Listen, this will be the judge. Let me see what it fucking says.
Yeah. No. We just try
Pred versus Optic. There we go.
On God. Ace will be here in a second, apparently. CDL starts in T-1 hour. And how old am I? I'm 25 for another month and a half. And then I am washed up. Okay, Trey's back. Can't see him, but I can in a second. 3, 2, 1, bang. For
the Monday show, for the Monday show, I will be blonde.
Oh, we're running it back. Okay. I fuck with it. I might get trim Monday too. Ooh. Doug Sensor Abno. Chat, can we get an Optic clickbait video title? Man, y'all are so young. 128 views, 19 likes. If you hear this early, you better be liking and supporting the boys. I appreciate that out of you. Let's get on with the show. Go on, Trey, what you say?
Pred's gonna come out and smoke these men today.
You think?
Well, listen. If there's one thing I love, it's some PrizePicks.
Hell yeah! Shout out PrizePicks supporting the show. If you guys want to get involved, all the links in the description box.
And there's some serious unders.
There are. To be fair, you are not wrong. Oh my God! These cameras are pissing me off. I need, like, where is this Ace fraud, man? I'm fuming.
He said, Discord's being weird on my PC, gonna re-download it.
I don't believe it, man. Do you believe it, Trey?
I don't believe no one these days, man.
No, I'm good. All right, we kind of fixed it.
The only person I believe is Tactical Rab.
Yeah, well said. That's what I wanted you to say. He gives the right answers, this guy. That's why we keep him on board. All right, thoughts on Paul X? He's retired. GG.
Hey, I knew it was going to happen. Could he go back in challenges and fry? Yeah. Is it going to get him anywhere? No. He's done in the league. He knows that. You've had your chances. Same with a lot of people. They've only got one more chance left. I said I'm happy for him. You know, everyone is. You know, he got to live his dream. Won an event. Not many people can say they've done that. So congratulations. The real thing about it is don't retire for Warzone, retire for content creation in Warzone.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's good being a pro or considered a pro player in Warzone, but being a Warzone player is content, That's where you make your money. And that's where I'm going to go. That's where I'm going to start, I think. I was playing Warzone the other day.
Oh, yeah?
And I had a blast.
Was it back? Warzone's back?
I mean, listen, I played solos for about 4 hours, didn't get a single win.
Beautiful.
But one thing I will say is it's more interactive than, just sat there playing rank play over and over again. Man, I played so many protocols in the past week, I couldn't even tell you what's going on. I load in protocol hardpoint. Huh, wow, this map's ass. Loading again, protocol S&D. Huh, cool. All right, what we got next? Oh, Hacienda hardpoint. Great. What's next? Protocol control. There's only two maps. There's only 2 maps. So, I like Warzone. I think it's a good way to go, especially with Adance being back. There's no better place for it. I just hope he makes content as well as competing over there. Trey Zero, as in Zero sold a platinum.
Yeah. He's coaching.
That joke was said. That joke was said a few times in my chat too.
Let's do it. Predenheimer. What are you thinking, Steve?
Did you see that traitor one?
Wait, traitor one? I don't know if I did. Who tweeted it, do you know?
I think Falcons tweeted it too.
Oh, the Luca one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they face swapped Fred.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good, this, I can lie. Here you go. Oh, I see what you mean, traitor one, yeah.
We got Solo in the chat being a hater as usual.
Where's she hating?
Hey, listen, yeah, she's hating. She started hating ever since. Listen, she tweeted me one day. I said, "Oh, look, it's Queen Yap," and ever since it's just been pure hating.
That's what we like, though. Keep the hate going.
I just say it how it is, bro. What a lot of you don't know is that I just woke up from a nap, a little hour nap before the show. I was feeling it, and I'm still in my boxes, and there's nothing you guys can do about it. But it don't look like I am.
Bro, Trey, that place is closed again. You know how fuming I am right now? Trying to order for my favorite Chinese spot, and for some reason, not only are they closed Mondays, dope check day, but they're also closed Saturdays. They do the other days. I'm actually.
Did they make any money?
I'm actually fuming though. They open tomorrow at 4. No, wait, nah, honestly, I'll just get an Indian or something. Can't be asked.
You still got order though.
Yeah, no, I'll still pick something up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Optic versus Pred. I'm buzzing for this one. I mean, we saw Optic versus Kenny last weekend. This the Optic versus Kenny series. I don't really think there was any bad blood. You know what I mean? I think it was generally pretty chill.
Oh, you think this one's different though?
I think this one might be a little bit different. Do you think this one's a little bit different, chat? Because I saw a clip from Hitcher, right? I mean, maybe here it is. Look, I got it prepared.
You think there's pain in these bullets, boy?
There might be pain in these bullets. Oh God! I mean, this is what Hitch said. I mean, I can play it. Maybe I'll play it for the stream. Just one time.
Sucks that it didn't work out in the end. Emotional.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Imagine at an event.
I don't think Optic. I think Pred's gonna say some crazy shit if they beat us. I think Kenny, from my understanding, everything's will be pretty civil and with Ken. That team was mad fun to watch.
Yeah, so he didn't really say much, but he did say that with Kenny, everything's pretty civil, no real bad blood there, just they had to go their separate ways. But he said that if Pred beats us, he's going to say some crazy shit. Certainly on LAN, that would be true. Online, maybe it's less of a big deal, but look, at the end of the day, Shotzi came out on stream and said that when he told Pred he was dropped, Pred weren't happy about it. And, okay, obviously you're not going to be happy about it, but in my opinion, it's you should have seen it coming, first up. But secondly, if you didn't see it coming and he was pissed off at Shotzi for dropping him, then you'd imagine that, we might have a couple of words exchanged, depending how the series goes.
Have Shotzi and Pred been playing with each other recently?
Well. It's an interesting point.
Because I know Shotzi's still taking C's at the Popeyes for chicken sandwiches, but is he taking Pred anymore? I don't know, I'm just being weird, but...
I mean, you are being a bit weird because they're now like in different facilities. But, I mean, you know, it's a point. It's a point. I'm not going to deny that Trey's made a point. Chat says no.
Funny, but... Listen, at the end of the day, no one likes being dropped. I've been dropped, but sometimes, you know, take it on the chin, you know. Listen, better things. I got dropped from New York, and I was like, oh, no. I didn't need to be dropped. There's other people. And I joined a better team. And then I smoked the team that, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be, the grass might be greener. I know the bank account is.
I like that.
That's what that really matters.
Hell yeah.
And just like that, I just got a notification from Saudi Airlines. I think it's on.
I think is it time? Is the time's come?
I think so. I think you know, I think that says something. Saudi Falcons are about to play Optic. I get a notification saying come visit Saudi.
Oh, okay. I thought.
I mean,
we were checking in. Like I thought, you know, like little form up of us checking.
I mean, let me work on that.
Yeah, we'll have a.
I'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll see if we can make that happen.
I got the Falcons winning. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Trey's got the Falcons winning in this one. I honestly don't know what I think because, I mean,
am I happy about it? No, I'm not. But
I could take it either way. On God.
Pause.
I'll run that back. I don't know what you're talking, bro. What are you talking about? I'm just ordering my. You know what I'm saying? Ordering my little.
I can take it either way. It's cool. Like
this is what I do. Like, you know what? I'll throw it on your badge.
What he does,
I don't
he just
even
takes
care.
it either way.
I just take it.
Listen, my thing is, and I've said this since day one, is ever since I picked up Skyz, I love Skyz to pieces, but he ain't been playing well.
You ain't wrong.
He ain't been playing well. Now, listen, do I think Falcons have a chance? Yeah. In terms of the S&Ds and stuff like that, yeah. Do I think Optic's a better team? Yes. Do I think they're more talented? Yes. I think today is just one of those series where we're going to look at it like a rocker series where it could go game 5.
That's what I'm saying too. We got over 400 people in there already, and we got like 30 likes on the stream with 40 likes. So I'm thinking we need to.
Listen, we ain't starting this stream. We ain't starting this stream until you get at least 75. So you best start. We've already started the stream.
I mean, the stream is underway. If you don't like the stream stays on. Nothing changes. We're just hating.
Yeah, we're just gonna. You're gonna eat food, and I'm just gonna sit here and sip Tango Cherry for the rest of the night.
Yeah, come on. Not an issue. Come on. That. Skyz is not NYSL Skyz. Remember that.
I mean, even on NYSL, you know, he wasn't the craziest player. Even on NYSL, he wasn't the craziest player in terms of like stats wise. He was a good neutral, you know what I'm saying, and a good clutch in S&D. We're not getting that right now.
When do we think Skyz peaked, bro? When do we think his peak was? Do you think? Yeah, well,
Skyz Black Ops 4 and like
that's
what
I'm saying. That's
unreal.
what I'm saying. So like, this is what I find interesting. I've not really ever thought about it in this way. Because I don't really think that, like with Simp, for example, like, okay, is Simp past his prime? I mean, like, maybe, but it doesn't really matter, though, because he's still that good. Whereas for Optic, I know that there have been people saying, you know, Shotzi, he ain't the player he used to be. Skyz ain't the player he used to be. Dashy ain't the player he used to be. And I don't really buy any of it, but I kind of get the argument. Like, maybe you look back at Skyz's career and you say that he was at his best in, like, Black Ops 4, MW19, he was good, Coalboy was good. Obviously, then he won champs after that. So, but, I mean, I don't think he was the best version of a player we'd ever seen when he won champs. He just had Hydra.
I mean, this is my thing. There's just certain players that are like your neutrals, but they do good plays on the map. You know what I'm saying? He's not a 1.3, 1.2. He's not a Hydra. He's not that. Is he a solid player? Yeah, but he needs to go back to being that solid, consistent 0.95 to a 1.05 every series. Because let's put it like this: when him and Priest are on the set, when him and Priest are if you compare them, they were identical. And everyone was roasting Priester. Everyone was roasting Priester. But they were pretty identical in stats when both of them were getting chopped and changed. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that.
Yeah, it was very similar. They actually had like the same KD.
Yeah, they were very similar. And everyone was violating Priester day in, day out, saying he's the worst player in the league, whatever, like this, and this. But there wasn't the same energy for Skyz. So, you know, there's a reason he got dropped from LAG. He's landed on this Optic team. Like I said, I love the guy. I love him to pieces. I love Karina, his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I love them both. And I just say it in terms of we got to step it up. You're on Optic now. You were there to like help them out because they're in a tough situation. Have they won some matches? Yeah, but like, you know, now we got Heretics yapping on the TO again.
Yeah,
saying
well, exactly.
Saying we're all smoking because we didn't pick them to win. Now, respectfully, I don't think we're smoking nothing.
Wait, so did Method Sick tweet that?
Yeah, Method Sick quoted our breaking point thing yesterday.
Here we go.
With some cigarettes.
Here we go. Let's bring it up. I mean, I just brought up in the meantime some Skyz cards. Like I found, we don't have the cards all the way back to MW19 on here, but we have the Cold War cards. And I mean, 2 stages in Cold War, he had an 85 and 87. Major 5, he had a 95. Overall Cold War, he had an 88 card. Overall Vanguard, he had a 86 card. Oh, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no way the cameras are working. Oh my God, stream, can you believe it? The cameras just... You'll be so proud of me, Ace.
Are you Blaze? Are we
You'll
good?
be so proud of me, Ace. Like, you just load it in and you're centralized as fuck. Trey's hella zoomed in, so he's not going to be very happy with me, but I'll fix that.
No, I hate it here, bro. I was looking good on the other one.
Yeah, there you go. I'll just make Trey small. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Ace, what's good? I'm liking the jacket. You wore that in Dallas.
No. This is a different one.
Ah, it's a different one. Let's go.
Yeah. Good. Solid. Internet was being funny. Discord was being funny. And we're back, though. God bless.
It happens. God bless.
Good.
Thoughts on Skyz? Has he peaked? I mean, he's obviously peaked, respectfully.
Skyz,
but, like, where was his peak? That's what we're discussing.
his peak was like 4 games ago. Okay, listen. Skyz is not the solution to Optic's problems. Honestly, I think Optic would have been better had they... Wow, people are going to be... Whoa.
Uh-oh.
If they picked up Hook and kept Kenny, I think Optic honestly would have been better off. I don't know if you guys made that take yet, but I think that actually would have been a better team than with Skyz.
Nah.
Wait, what are we saying?
Disagree?
We're saying...
Nah, you can't keep... Listen, Kenny did not want to stay. He would... This team, if they kept Kenny, they would have still been in the same situation. Kenny did not want to play for these motherfuckers.
Was it them? Maybe. But Ken, all of a sudden... I mean, he's on a new team.
Ken went on stream and roasted Hugh.
Yeah, there was that a little bit.
I'm saying just like... Put those guys together. It's a better team. I think Skyz is honestly the weakest point of this team. It makes Dashy look worse. And you got to get a better... I think, personally, a better main AR. A change to this team... I wouldn't be surprised if another change to this team is coming, not right now, but maybe after this major. I'm not even like convinced that they're I'm not convinced that they're a great team at all. So
it's been pretty shambolic for sure, but you know, time will tell a little bit. I do agree that there are plenty of issues. I mean, yesterday they just played really sloppy. Like they. I don't know, some of the decision making was horrific. I do have the method sick tweet, by the way, so we will be bringing that one up because obviously we all picked Optic to win and they lost. So, but you know, the perspective on Heretics has never changed. Like they are a talented team with the potential to upset top teams. We're all in agreement on this. They just rarely do it, but you know, it happens. To be fair, against Optic, you know, maybe someone should have predicted it, given that it was a series that happens.
They're 3-0 this season against Optic. Optic haven't beaten this season, if I'm not mistaken. Someone can quote me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they have. But to say we're smoking is hilarious. I mean, I have been. You know, I do smoke.
Oh yeah.
Cigarellos.
Oh
you
God,
know?
little
But
Marlboro, little Camel, little Benson and
listen, we ain't.
Hedges.
Listen, we ain't gonna sit here and gas it up. Listen, this is what I don't like. They always start gassing it when they're doing well, and then when I start saying,
Bro, they
they're
go
fucking not
radio
good,
silent when they're losing.
bro, they
yeah.
go radio silent until they beat a top team and go, we're fucking back.
Smoking that back.
Listen, I've always said Heretics can come out and beat a top team. Are they good? They're okay. Are they consistently gonna do that? No, and that's why they have like the lowest win-loss in the CDL.
But Trey, you don't understand. They're back. This is the time.
Listen, this is how funny it is. Okay, Cloud9 that we always clown on. That people say they're
Some of
whatever.
us.
They're 9-15, same as Heretics. Rocker 10-16. Heretics at 8th of 120 points. Don't start using smoking emojis.
Yeah, let's make champs first, maybe.
You're 8th. It's only you guys that are smoking.
Some people were hating on Super though. I respected it. I actually respected it heavy. He shot bodies down 2 points at a hard point against Optic, then flipped off the cameras. This guy, I mean, look, we've been talking about it for years. This is what pissed me off, man. We've been talking about Super and Rencor for a couple of years. They both come into this team and make them better. Like, look, Miami might still be a bit fraudulent, but they've clearly made some of the right decisions here. So, what do you think, Ace?
Of course, Rab has to drop his Rencor super little tidbit.
Yeah, I'll drop it in. I don't care. Renkor's going to be Rookie of the Year. I'll take the gas.
Respectfully, what what the hell are we doing over there? This guy's been on the bench this whole time. We knew he was better than, one of the players that needed to be dropped, and we just kept him there and kept him there and kept him there. Yeah, maybe we were smoking because this super guy just came in and carried your asses.
Oh, God, yeah, you've been smoking for the last 2 years, keeping him on the sidelines.
You've had him on the bench. Maybe it's you guys that are smoking.
Yeah, maybe you could have made champs the last couple of years. You put Super in before now. People are even saying that Super's like, this isn't his best game. He's like, he's the last couple of games he's been better at than this game, at least on evidence of challenges this season and previous seasons.
Listen, it does not bother me if you guys do well or do bad. I'll speak about it, but I want everyone to do good. I don't understand where this thing is that that everyone thinks we're like fucking hating. I'm a Spanish COD hater, but that's like playstyle wise. I don't actually hate the team. I want you guys to do well.
I want the I'm saying it's like European COD. Do you need to get it's a good story. I want the league to be more internationally favored.
I think they're just playing into the. They're playing into the hype, playing into the gimmick, playing into the spirit of Vickle, right? I think they're just playing into that a bit. They like the doubt, they like the big time, they like the attention. Like you said, they don't bark whenever they beat like any other type of team. They only bark when they beat like Optic, and I feel like that is a little cringe. They don't exactly.
They've had Super on the bench. They've had Super on the bench so long. He's now a veteran age.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, honestly. That Super's been around for years. And they finally put him in.
He's 24 years old and he's making his debut. He's been on the bench for how long?
Bro's been on the bench
what else was I going to say?
years?
And listen, that tier list we done. Oh my god! Like, some people just didn't watch the stream, did they?
No, but that's fine. I don't care about that. They can not watch the stream. They can just give their.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I said that. And they were like, what do you mean? And we're like, we're predicting where they're gonna come.
Exactly.
People
it's
are like,
not rocket science.
you got Optic. We got Optic in A tier. Yeah, because I personally thought at the time that they could beat those teams.
You never know. I think they still could. I'm not losing faith just yet.
Well, I got my Falcon dogs coming out today and taking a little win against them. Do I actually believe that? Yeah, sure.
I think like it's a viable prediction in my opinion. Like
the only reason it's viable
it.
is because Optic are not good right now.
Yeah, the thing that annoys me with Optic, like they stream their scrims and they just show you. It's not like they show you what they're doing, but they just show you what's wrong with the team. Like sometimes they just chalk things up. They chalk up a control or they chalk up an end of a series because of some issue. Talking about internet a lot of the time. And then they played C9. I mean, they smoked Cloud9 last weekend, hot 3-0, no sweat. They played C9 in scrims the other day and just looked pretty sloppy. Like, I don't know. Optic are just, culturally, Optic have always been and will always be a strange team. I don't know. That's just the way I see it anyway. So, like, results like this just happen.
I mean, I have, not even on irony, I actually do have Falcons taking this because I feel like they,
Damn.
you know, there's less pressure on them than there is on Optic. On Optic, there's a lot of pressure not to lose this match, and that sometimes, especially when you're not playing well, is when you crumble. I didn't like what I saw in their last match. I don't know what's gonna be the big change that they're suddenly not gonna be making the same type of mistakes. A little VOD watch isn't gonna change it that fast. So, I feel like Falcons just have less to lose and a lot more like passion to need to win this match. So,
Bro, like if there was any series that Falcons would win, starting with the Iron 20.
That's what I said.
It's the storybook, you know, like it's just the storybook. It's not that I want Optic to lose. I promise everyone. It's not what I want. It's more just the storybook is just the narrative is written this way. It just looks too good.
Thanks, PD, for the 2. I like this one. Is it over for the Shotzi Dashi duo next season? Oh.
Nah.
The thing is, like, if you keep the duo together, what else do you do from like a roster perspective?
They ain't gonna break up, but the issue is who else can you get? You just had Pred and Kenny, and that didn't work out.
Yeah, so what are you sticking with? Hook? You're making a one-man move, maybe again, if the season doesn't go well.
Who would you get at that point, though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's tricky, yeah. So
I'm gonna go different take. I think if the season continues the way it is, right? If it's consistently, you know, below average, subpar, I wouldn't put it past them to actually make that move. I mean,
you also got to realize that they don't really have that kind of like say in terms of that. Like, they like being there. Hex wants them there. You know.
I mean,
they can.
One of them has some say.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like shots, but bro. Okay, you know, I've got a funny tweet for you. I've got a funny tweet for you.
Listen, that duo is gonna stay. They just want champs together. Like they ain't gonna say anything was on them this year.
We've got Shotzi looking at his notes, and his notes are as follows. You guys could. Oh no! I know the tweet. I bottled it. There you go. There we go. We can see it. Get rid of Ghosty. That didn't work. Get rid of. Well, to be fair, I mean, it did work. I mean, they won champs, so. But it's definitely interesting. Like, what I find frustrating, I'm sure that Optic fans struggle with this because I remember when Optic won champs last year. I know a lot of Optic fans were like, wow, we've had 7 years of difficult, pain since the most recent one. Whatever happens next year, it's, we'll just take it as a blessing. We won champs. We finally got the win. But unfortunately for Optic fans, they are in hell and they continue to be in hell. And it's difficult to imagine. It's like we said the other week with Falcons starting to spend some money and with Thieves and FaZe in the position they're in, it's difficult to really see exactly what Optic do. Scumpun retires. 200 IQ Draza picking FaZe over Optic. Yeah, definitely, one of the decisions of all time. But like, I think it was absolutely the right one for, especially him and his personality to make. Or
it just all depends what you want to do. Like, Optic's good. Optic's guaranteed to be there. Are you always going to win on Optic? No. Are you always going to be like, content-wise, stream-wise, all that kind of stuff? Absolutely. You're going to be pumping it out. But if you look at two teams that you think are going to win, you always choose FaZe. Always.
Yeah.
I got a take on that actually real quick. I want to know what you guys think about this. So, Thieves have been... FaZe are like the villains, right? You'd agree with that take?
Someone just said, has FaZe won champs?
Well, yeah, 2021. And 2019. Depending on the players.
Continue.
So, my take is like, this season, it feels like a bit of a two-horse race, really. Surge, yeah, sure, they did well, they made the finals, but I'm expecting more FaZe versus Thieves matches in finals. Maybe Toronto can get there. Maybe Optic can get there.
Listen, we kind of got to show some respect though, because you say it's a 2-horse race, but LAT Major 1 they got to the finals, and then Major 2 they didn't go as far as they did, and then Surge got in the thing. So like realistically, it's a race to second, and FaZe are just there at the top.
I hear you.
Yeah.
In terms of the championship standings, it's kind of, I would call it a 2-horse race for the first seed. That's at least one way of looking at it. My point is, FaZe are the villains. Thieves are the team that the fans should be like supporting, right, to stop the dominant team, if you see what I'm saying. But Thieves aren't really playing into that. And maybe that's fine, but you get Envoy with these statements he comes out with recently that have been pissing some people off, right? Like he was asked who's his hardest gunfight and he refused to answer it. Envoy's been talking a bit of trash. You got Scrappy, who started off the year with all the snaking, not the snake, but the sniper drama, right? On the side of the sniper drama. You've got Hydra, who's just pretty benign. And then you've got, what's the other one? Ghosty, who's been, he was getting involved in that drama with the snaking earlier in the year. And Ghosty was not on the fan side when it comes down to the new maps that they were bringing into the game. Like he wasn't happy with grind, and they weren't really grinding it to even try it and all this type of stuff. So maybe it doesn't matter, but like I just think it's an interesting dynamic for the league where you've got both FaZe and Thieves acting like the villains. Because I think the chat's right. Like Thieves feel like the villains to me, but FaZe are also the villains. So you go to an event and it's like, what the hell's the storyline here? Because there's meant to be a team that like the fans should be rooting to win, even if they're not a fan of that team. Right now, we don't have that apart from Optic. Stupid take.
I mean, not stupid, but I feel like it's. I get what you're trying to say. FaZe, however, are definitely the quintessential villains. When they come out, we've been to the events. They get booed. They truly get booed. So it's very different. They have a chant called "Fuck you, Draza." Like, what do you mean? They're the villains. It's very clear cut.
I mean, they get booed and stuff like that, but I genuinely believe like Draza has, Draza's the main guy for it. Yeah, But like, he don't care. They don't care. Like, I fuck with it. I think over time though, Rab, the spread of fans has drastically been filtered down to a lot. It's just primarily Optic. Like before it was very Optic, but there was a lot of organizations that had fans back in the day, but the more the years have progressed, it's been very filtered down and dumbed down to Optic just being like the main guys when they always were. I'm not saying they weren't, but it was a bit more spread out. Like you saw that venue when Optic got knocked out for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
Ghost town.
Like, and listen, that would happen at every single event, not just their home event. That happens at every single event. Now, a lot of the fans that go to these events, are they fans of Optic or are they fans of COD?
It's a bit of both, but I know what you're saying. I think definitely organizations like Thieves and also FaZe this is also true, but FaZe aren't FaZe Clan, they're Atlanta Esports Ventures. It's kind of a little bit different vibe. But I think Thieves should have done a better job in building more of a fan base than they have personally. Like they've not run a local event, anything like this. So yeah, I think it's an interesting one for them. I don't know if Optic necessarily commands more of the fan base than they used to 10 years ago. I feel like in many respects it's probably not dissimilar, but it is like 70%. I mean, Viper said in the chat, what would COD Esports look like if it was just Optic fans? It probably looked like COD Esports, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
it
looks the exact same.
Yeah, I think it's massively different.
Which listen, I'm all for it. Like, cool, that's whatever. Like, my thing is like, if you look at like CWO days, it was more widespread, and I know everyone, and I know you'll agree, Ace. Like back then, it was very widespread. People were showing up to watch like young Kenny play and young Pharaoh play.
Yeah. For TK, Red Reserve. You had people with Splice jerseys on. Like there was a mixed crowd. If you looked, there was different color jerseys. E United when they were getting popular. So many jerseys.
Back in the when was it? I was in the finals of Anaheim. and it was on Father's Day, and someone was holding up a sign that said "Happy Father's Day" at 0. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to have that shit. Like it used to look, it used to look really cool, and now it's just like, our Optic playing? Right, we'll show up. Oh wait, Optic are out. Fuck that. I'm going home.
Yeah, a little bit of an alt take I'm gonna give, just a little alt like I usually do, but I think this year is probably the most, like, out of all the years, this is the year where Optic has probably, in my opinion, lost the most fans because of some of the team changes, because of some of the ups and downs, because of losing more than they have in quite a few years. LAT becoming dominant in terms of a team that looks like they can actually challenge the prominence of Optic and FaZe and actually look like a team that's viable. I would actually argue that this year is the year that Optic has declined just a little bit. Maybe not with content, maybe not with just the fan love, but if you took like a percentage number of fans that have been pulled away from Optic, maybe to go to another org, I think it's the first time you really, like, it's probably the biggest number change that has slid over to maybe an LAT shift. I think that's probably the number one direction of some Optic fans finally shifting a little bit. They're still number one. They're still the most prominent. They're still going to get the most viewership for sure. But that's just something I noticed this year. Like, some of the fans are...
I do hear you on that. I know what you're saying. I think the thing is, the fans that say that they no longer support Optic or something, I don't know if they necessarily go and support another team. I think it's more like they're just waiting until Optic's back. Yeah, they're waiting until Optic's back, and then they're going to be fans again. That is exactly right. That's the way I look at it anyway. I think
the chat is right too. Like, yeah, I don't care what anyone says. This game is boring. It's fun to watch your favorite players slam people on this game because it's fast paced, but it's boring. It's the same maps over and over again. It's dull. It is boring to watch. There's nothing cool. Specialist. Now that was cool.
That was cool.
That was exciting.
That was cool.
Going back to my point about like having other fans and stuff like that, we've lost. I feel like there's just no personality no more. Used to look. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just feel like a lot of the players have turned into robots. Like, in terms of like wake up, scrim, play. There's only a few people that keep the personalities flowing. Look at back in the day, like my Red Reserve team, you had Rated talking shit about everyone, Scraps. The only person that really didn't have a personality on my team in terms of like that was Joe Pinnington, but everyone loved him too because he was just that shy guy. Mad Cat on Splice doing the gun fingers at Optic. Now we've got everyone just pointing to their face, going, "Look at me, look at me." Like, what? I mean, we also had like a bunch of like the good guys retire and stuff like that, or they were like good personalities. I don't know. I feel like shit. I feel like just back in the day, you could see everyone was having more fun than they are now. I think that's my primary take on it. Like,
I mean, that's even when you
everyone looked like they were having fun back in the day, bro. Like everyone looked like they were having so much fun. Now people don't look like they're enjoying themselves. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, even when you talk to them, I mean, obviously we talk to them a lot. Like, they'll tell you they're having less fun than they used to. They'll say it from their own chest that like it's not the same scrimming like this. It's not the same playing all these online matches. It's not the same not having so many tournaments. It just doesn't feel the same with the bad game. There's a lot of factors to it that I think have maybe jaded a few people. And one thing, what happened?
I was gonna say, like, even bro, nowadays it's like, bro, I'm just with my team only, which is cool, like team culture, whatever, like that. But bro, we were going for like team dinners, like other teams and shit like that, having a laugh and stuff. Like, bro, we're having so much fun. Obviously that doesn't happen in like other sports and stuff like that. And everyone says it's like so, but if we're talking like personalities back then, like that's when it was fun. When we used to have like CWO hot mic and stuff like that, where we had four different players that used to hang out with each other and whatever like that. And that shit was so fun, bro. Like that's what brought personality. I just feel like we've lost a lot of it. It's very robotic these days.
Yeah, has to do with, honestly though, the lack of funds and money and ability to be creative. You know what I'm saying, for the league?
Oh my god,
well,
get a lot more.
Well, kind of.
That's kind of creative. Like the creativity that the league had with content, support, that pushed a lot of the personality stuff that we see. You know. I think that's part of it as well. We
Yeah,
had
for sure.
a super chat before.
Yeah.
Optic fans
Hex-
have the most. I also support this team, which is kind of what I was getting at too. Like,
That is
Hex in the
true.
chat said team dinners like over everything. Yeah, no, I'll fuck with team dinners. You see, my thing is like I said, we've definitely become. This has definitely been more primarily Optic, and that's nothing to do with them. Honestly, that's to do with the other organizations being so fucking dog shit that they don't actually show any of their players off. Let's be honest. Let's be real about it. They've got all these players that stay with each other, and they don't do no content.
yeah, 100%, bro. You're all like right next to each
bro,
other.
Optic do content. They do like they have all people sat there. Podcasts. Listen, podcasts are cool and like that, but that's not. Bro, have some fun. You know.
It's kind of that is something else too. When you talk to players, I don't know what it is. Why there's such a big opposition to doing content. Like you've
You've
ask
got
players.
4 people living in the same area, and you're there, and you haven't recorded a single.
What
fucking
annoys
thing.
me is like
It blows my mind.
Optic are
bro.
the only team streaming scrims, bro.
Hey, Hector, you have a good time in
Nobody
Mexico, my
else
brother.
is doing
Have a great
so.
time in Mexico.
Appreciate that, Hector. It's great to see you out in Dallas. You know, I will just share one thing. When I googled hot mic, you know what pick I just saw? The first pick, this pick, right? Like, so this hand in the background is my hand. This is me.
Let's get some W's. Let's get some W's for Hex in the chat.
Yeah, W's
some
and
Ws.
Hex. But this is my first event, Trey. This is when I first met you. I'd first chat. You were like the first pro I talked to here. You're in the pit. You were grinding on Infused or whatever team you were on at the time. Maybe it wasn't. It was post Infused.
What's this, World War II?
Was it Red? It would have been
Yeah.
red at
yeah.
the start of the game. But yeah, this is
Mad Cat dash the controller.
Yeah, this is the famous series. This is Game 5, Round 11, Splice versus Optic on the Bravo station. Bance dropped like 16 Game 5 to win on Ardennes Forest. And I was like, this is me. I had my phone. You can see my glasses and that and my hand here because I was backstage. I was helping. This photo, actually, I'm so glad this photo exists. That's amazing. Just stumbled across it when I hit the Google right there. Splice World War II was different at the first event in Dallas, but they nearly won. And they were
This
different
just
at this
unlocks
event.
memories because I was sat behind them too.
Yeah.
I was sat on a chair watching Bance because, you know, I don't really talk to Bance like crazy anymore, but that's just like one of those people that like forever be like one of my best friends.
Yeah.
So if I was out the tournament, or even if I was still in the tournament, I'd still support him from the side, and I'm watching that last map, and then yeah, everyone just goes fucking nuts.
Good
Like,
times.
see, like,
Don't
what
build
a,
them
yeah,
like
I was
this
gonna say, I was
anymore.
like, what a good time, man. What a good time. Crazy, bro.
Hey, there's one thing I remember from Hot Mic where it was like, you know, I got asked a question from Maven.
I
It was
remember
like one
watching
word
when you were on there. Yeah.
It was like one word to describe Australian COD or something like that, and it was on those whiteboards, and you write it down. And you flip it over.
Yeah.
And my one word was just trash.
Did you have a little like bin you drawn as well or something? Or am I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Don't
nah,
remember
bro.
shit.
Listen, that's what, and you would think that the CDL would do something like that, but they don't, bro. It's so like I don't get it, bro.
What annoys me is how it seems to go
It-
down in every. This gets
Bro,
worse
this
every
was
year,
supposed.
Hot
bro, this
mic,
was
they had
supposed to
like
be-
recon, dinner
They
with
done
champs.
They done Miles interviews. I think it was like, when was it? Minnesota, maybe? Nah, not even that. Yeah, it was when the CDL first started.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be like, you know, like a takeover. This was just supposed to be like a boost up in the world. But it got, like I said, we've got 4 players that live with each other. And there's just no content, right? Like imagine like a day in the life of what like the Rocket team does. I think that'd be fire.
They all wake up, they get a bowl, they put some ice in it, get some Saratoga water, dunk their face in it, and that's how the day starts. What do you mean, Dre?
The thing is, the league actually has more money now in some respects than they used to.
But
they used to
that's
get
my
more done
point,
back
Ace.
in the
Yeah,
day.
that's my point, Ace.
Yeah,
Like,
Viper, you are right.
yeah,
Thanks to the two. But
why don't they do that?
I know. Listen. Rab probably the best one to speak on this because as a self-determined and starter content creator, like #1 type of guy there, I'm gonna say it's insane to me the opportunities that some of these guys have and the intention you have, and you're not capitalizing on pushing out as much as you can do, and when your team, and then Trey's seen this firsthand, and I've seen it firsthand just being around people. And then when the org tries to orchestrate content, everyone's like, content, bro. And they go there unwillingly. I get it, you're a competitor, but there's more to it than just that. Like, you could elongate your career, you could elongate your lifespan, your money, your bank account by literally just doing these things and building and pushing stuff out every day, every other day. It's kind of insane to me. It's insane to me that everyone's so opposed to it. There's only like, literally everyone chat, there's like 5 players maybe, that are actually like happy to do content all the time. Everyone else is just like pulling tooth and nail. It's crazy to me.
So many great.
I will
pictures
shout
got
out.
here
I
as
will,
well.
I will shout out. I will
Look
shout
at
out
this
a lot
one,
of people
man.
that
Look at this one.
I will shout out a lot of people that do the content, like Shotzi.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it Hydra doing it? I know Scrap does a lot of it. I don't know. I might just. I don't think it is Hydra.
See how hard to see it. It's crazy though. Like, if I'm a
Who
pro,
else is streaming?
Yo,
Who else
yeah, I'll put.
No,
I don't care. If I'm
Hydra
getting
definitely not doing content.
You remember
Not
last
Hydra,
year when
Scrap.
Flames, he turned on his stream a bit towards the end of the year. He actually had a great personality, entertaining guy, and he built a bit of a fan base. It took him like a couple months to have a bit of a community around him. It's like, it's really not rocket science.
But like that's streaming is the most obvious route. But I'm just saying, like,
Bro,
even
listen,
Yeah,
streaming-
X-Men's a good
YouTube and stuff.
example.
Bro, streaming to me, it ain't content, bro. Streaming
gotta
to
do
me,
more with
that's,
it than that, yeah.
streaming to me is not content, and I'm not telling people to fucking make a YouTube video. I'm like, just because you stream doesn't mean you're doing content.
Listen,
That just means
if,
that just means that whacked up a stream.
if any COD Pro wants to set up a 20v1 and you want me to bring 20 in and you're the one, no problem. Let's do this. Just agree and I'll make it
I mean,
happen in Dallas,
shout
Texas.
out to Zin for doing that because that was funny, bro. Look how many views that got. Look how fun that was.
That's why I thought it was gonna happen more and more, and it never did. Which is just like, are we not locked? Yeah, exactly. Do we not see what that one thing did? The
We
amount
wait
of
for the
views
off
generated?
season and then we just pray that something happens. We rely
is what I've
on
always
KSAN
said,
running
bro.
a tournament.
Listen, before we get into the predictions or whatever, that's what I've always said. You are professional players that have 0.2% of the skill in the goddamn world. You guys don't even have to try to make a fucking YouTube video. You don't even have to sweat to make a YouTube video. You shoot straighter than fucking millions and millions and millions and millions of people in the world. You don't even have to fucking try. Do you know how much of a talent that is? To just be able to spawn into a game, drop 40 that other people can't do in an iridescent lobby and upload it to YouTube. That does not take any time whatsoever.
Yeah, facts. Spitting. And I'm gonna throw this on top
Man,
two.
this is a screenshot of all time. God
damn, Trey, you were
nice.
big.
That's my
Oh,
big
shit.
boy.
I'm waiting for it to catch up.
Little
God
2x.
damn.
That was
Damn,
good.
you and rated traded bodies, huh?
It's actually crazy. I was the biggest on that team. I was built like a fridge. Oh my god.
Dude, you were
What a diva, man.
you're fucking you're a brick wall for a bit, bro.
Hell
Damn.
yeah. You had a point, Ace. I interrupted you.
Fucking hell.
Listen,
my
the
God.
picture I can't even remember what it is anymore. To
Nah,
see
you're
this.
good. Honestly, you're good. We
It's
can just run some
fine, it's
predictions.
fine.
We got 15 minutes left. We got to get us some picks as well.
Oh my days.
Yeah, well, you get getting cooked. Yeah, let's load it up, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got some big games tonight. We got Tommy Fleetwood's 35.5. Man, I'm so locked into the Masters. This is the one weekend that I will just watch golf every evening. This is all I'll be watching. I don't really watch golf at all, but the Masters always with my dad. I used to watch it as a kid, so I'm hella locked into the Masters this year.
That fridge ain't
But-
making content.
Hell yeah.
What you on about? What you on about?
nowadays.
A stream what you on about? A stream 3 hours a day? What you making bare content?
Oh, good. All right, let's have a look at a couple of these, right? Especially the big series, because we've got a big. Oh my god, I love how Priester is one of the popular picks. If you guys want to get involved, PrizePicks, link is in the description box below. You guys can check him out. Use code Breaking Point. Would be appreciated. but Priest is popular, and I don't think it's the over that's popular. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong on that. Maybe a little more than.
Wait. You know what? Alec Moore against Skyz?
1 to 3. Let's look at map 1 real quick.
Yeah. Look up some map ones. I don't. What are we doing? Map
Oh,
one?
we got Exnid's super popular right now. I actually love that for him. But I mean, his line is pretty high, 27 and a half.
What's the map?
That's what I'm about to check.
I don't know if we know yet.
Most
because
important,
it's second series. We probably know for the first series.
First series, we have got Volt, Dealership, Hacienda, Red Card, and Hacienda.
The Volt game one.
I heard Volt.
Yeah, well, the numbers are all quite high here, but a BZ 27 and a half might be worth a punt. Super's also 27 and a half. You could have a back-to-back banger.
Against FaZe?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, Skyz 24. Ooh.
I'm giving him Optic tax on his first one.
Yeah, you like that? So we're taking the less on Super?
I'll take the less on Caesar.
Less on Caesar. Yeah, I respectfully, I do like this hating.
Listen, this ain't hating. This is just pure mathematics.
We're doing the mathematics here. I mean, what are they likely to play game one of the series?
Hang on, I've run the numbers.
They might play a Skyline though, no?
I've checked the market, and I've run the numbers.
Market? We're talking about market?
Market?
I've been checking the market.
I don't check the market anymore.
It's been a fantastic week for me, let me say.
Yeah, you did have a good tweet. I was taking notes.
I've checked the market.
Snoopy 28.5, same as Shotzi, I guess, huh? Yeah, people are loving the Skyz under. You also got to think the RCT's under could hit. Because RCT's only... Priest is 24, whereas RCT's is 24.5.
Let him tell us about the market, man. What did the kills market say?
Wait, what did the market say, Trey?
There's a lot of fucking unders today, let me tell you.
Okay, lots of unders today. Appreciate the content.
A lot of unders. Yo, listen, if you think there's an under, you go for it. Wow, because let me tell you, they have not got
Priestess Skyz. I'm actually okay with like a super or medals under. Like I actually think against phases, like it's Volto. Shit.
Yeah, but it might. You never know. It could be an absolute masterclass from one of the teams. The numbers are just so similar. Yeah, maybe, but I mean, like, if it's a quick map, you know, I don't think it'll be that quick though. I think it's going to be a bit of a.
You know what we should do for some good content. Just we should have an unders and an overs.
I like it.
So we choose 4 people to go under and 4 people to go over.
All right, let's do it.
Only, just strictly. Okay. All right.
Only.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we'll have our hating card, and then we'll have our have our good card.
This is good.
And then if we lose our unders card, we can talk about like, that's my guy. Like
that's my guy. Yeah, he done it.
He made us lose $100. Thank you.
Good man.
Thank you. Yeah. So okay, we're taking the Priester under and the Skyz under. I mean, we've got other options here later in the day because we've got. I mean.
Yo, PD just said Atlanta FaZe are 6-0, 2-0 this season versus Miami Heretics with all 6 series ending 3-1.
Wow, that's interesting.
We need a Heretics under. I'm just saying, we need a Heretics under.
Yeah,
Metals.
we do. I'm thinking Metals.
Yep, same.
Yeah,
honestly, same.
Metals lock it in. 26.5, bang, and then
apologies.
Oh my god, Attach's line is horrific. Respect. I think Attach is going to go over, you know. Attach is 22. That's almost disrespectful, no? It's lower than anyone else. But people are taking the Attach unders for fun because I'm seeing some flames emojis there.
Against LAT, I don't know about the over on that one. I'm going to keep it $1.50.
No, you might be right.
Nah, you got to think he's got to get more than that. We got to wait and see what map it is.
Yeah, 22 is it's pretty bad. Like, even Fellows at 23.5.
Trey, are you admitting we're not ball knowers? Or like, what are we're waiting for maps now? What?
No, I'm saying like, listen, 22 is low. Like, usually I don't ever look at a map and be like, because listen, we look at a vote and we're like, that's going to get mixy. But like 22, like everyone should be dropping 22 and somewhere along the line.
All right, who am I hating on their map 1? I mean, Hydra's at 29. Sheesh.
Can't even hate on that.
No, I can't even hate on that. It's impressive.
Can't even hate. Yeah.
Realistically,
I'm taking a Mac less.
yeah, I swear I was gonna say, I was like Mac 25, probably your most reasonable under, maybe, probably.
That's a good little hater card right there.
That's fair, right? Good hate.
Yeah, good hate. Skyz hate, Priester hate, Metals, Mac. Bang.
Wait, we might see a
Well, let me say that, but
skyline.
bang.
We might see a skyline for Cloud9.
Yeah,
I'm
but
okay with the under.
I'm still
okay with the under.
taking Max dropping a 0.6 there, map.
Holy shit.
That's what it is.
All right.
Like, if he was against FaZe, he'd
Generational.
drop it at 1.2, but it's against Thieves. It doesn't work. That's how it works.
All right.
All right. Let's pick the ones we like. We'll do this
Our
one.
overs?
We'll do map 1 to 3. Or just do map 1 again. Yeah, map 1's more fun. Yeah, we're taking players we'll take over. I'm taking a Beezy. I'm
Yeah, Beezy's cool.
taking. Oh, now it gets interesting. Maybe Hook.
Whoa, hang on a minute. I'm seeing Octane and Easy Mac choose LAG over Boston.
Oh, hold on a second.
I mean, listen, I can't talk. I chose Falcons, but
The annoying thing is about that is like, I could actually see it happening, but I can't. You know what I mean? I can't have it happen.
what
'cause
Falcons or LAG?
No, LAG, man. Like,
You think LA?
no, they're not gonna beat them, but like, if they do, I'll be really sad and I'll look like a fraud. So they have to win, is my point. Like, they need to win. Do you know what I mean? I think they will. Trust. Yeah, we did pass up the Purge under, actually. It's a good point. Purge over. Lock it in. Attach.
Wait, what about? I mean, Cammy over 25.
Could be a good one.
Cammy's been kind of. I'm not. I think Cammy's doing okay right now.
I like that,
Cammy
actually.
25.
I like
He
that.
can handle that. He's a solid shooter right now. 22, 25, 27. We're missing one, right?
Got to think Pred.
Pred over.
Pred Masterclass map 1. Hell yeah.
I don't know if I love it. I'll be honest.
Nah, I'll leave this one.
It's not real money anyway.
Trey's real quiet, uncharacteristically quiet about this one.
I
What the hell?
just saw something. I'll leave it. We'll talk about it after the show. I just think it's funny.
All right, that's our lover card for the day. But let's help into some predictions before we close out the show. Thanks to PrizePicks for supporting as always, because we have a set of predictions to have a look at. Have the boys cooked on this one or not? Here we go. Who's going to be right on this one stream?
I was the only one that got Carolina yesterday. That's all I'm gonna say. I bought yesterday.
We got 7 right so far. Like I kind of a little bit fraudulent right now. Usually I just kind of take it easy for the first few weeks and then make my move at the major. But I mean, 2 points. I guess it's not the end of the world. I could
Listen,
be straight.
I'm low right now, but are we forgetting what I am? All right, I'm not a sheep. I'm not a low wage paid sheep.
Low wage.
Can you become a sheep and get some fucking points, please?
For starters,
walk in?
I'm the reason we won last major, and I'm the reason that Rab won last major. So don't start that.
You're living in the past. I'm living in the future. Let's look ahead, okay?
Living in the future.
Yeah, and the
Right?
funny thing is, listen, my 5, that's an important 5.
Hell yeah, it is.
That's an important 5.
That takes us only one behind. If we didn't have Trey's 5, we'd be at 39.
Exactly.
So it'd be a long way back.
See,
You gotta think,
see,
Trey-
you're spitting.
Trey's
Tweaker
5 is
logic,
pretty.
I love it.
That's pretty good.
Absolute tweaker logic. It's all good,
You
though.
wait. You wait till after today. I'm gonna be on 6.
Well, we've got
have
3 Falcons
we
pickers
have the
in
same
here.
picks.
We've got 3 Falcons pickers. We've got Aches, obviously, and we've got the boys.
Yep.
Hey, just you wait. After today, I'm on 6.
Aches is the Optic hater. I'm apparently the Pred dick sucker. So it is what it is. The predictions make sense.
Yeah, I'm the Optic fanboy. Always picking Optic to win. Classic. Always picking Boston to win. Unreal.
Trey's just generational hating. So it is what it is.
Hey,
man.
I'm here, love of the game.
Do you see any other series being interesting? Like Optic versus Falcons is probably the most interesting on paper. Like, is there any? Yeah, it's like Ryan says, any chance of Miami upset FaZe? Like, is it possible? I don't think it's I don't think it's impossible, but like, it's. I don't think they ever do it like back to back, do they? Like, how many times have Heretics ever got like back to back upsets?
I mean, I wouldn't call that one against Optic a crazy upset, to be honest with you.
I mean, I think I kind of would. Like, I know that Optic didn't play well, but it's still an upset. Like, Optic are better than they played.
Bro, anyone that beats Optic right now is not considered an upset.
So they're still fraudulent in your eyes? Okay. I respect it.
Yeah. Huh? When have they not been fraudulent?
No, but they're still bad, don't get me wrong, but still, like, losing, it was still an upset. Like, that's my take.
Rab Optic have been terrible.
Yeah, but, like, it's still they 3-0 Cloud9 the other weekend. Like, they still played, it's not like they're horrific. They're better than they were. I mean, it was an upset.
Yeah, and then we found out Cloud9 were trying to make a change, so it made sense.
Yeah. All right, I hear you there.
And yeah, Heretics can come out and beat FaZe. They can. Will they? I don't think they will, but...
The only crazy upset, to be honest, this is not cheese, is if C9 beat LAT. I think that's the only crazy upset I could see possibly happening. Falcons, I could see why people think it would be an upset to beat Optic, but in reality, it's not. LAG beating Boston, would you call that upset, Rab? I know you love
definitely
Boston,
an upset. If anyone loses to Genomates, it's an upset, bro. Like, these guys are ass. The team is shambles and it's chores. But like, I wouldn't say it's impossible. That's the annoying thing.
The only one that could cause an upset out of these is Heretics. Just because FaZe online are a little bit, sometimes they just come out and they just do the bullshit. Now, if you would tell me would Heretics beat FaZe online, absolutely not. They'd be getting farmed or farmed. But online, they might have a bit about them.
The LA Thieves series is interesting just because like Thieves have been so unreal, godlike, and they smoked Surge last weekend. So I don't really think Cloud9 have a chance, but it's difficult to always rule out Cloud9 because they've got talent. But I think they're cooked. My take. And it's a difficult weekend for Cloud9. But tomorrow, that's the big game because tomorrow they play Rocker. Don't get any bigger than that. That's a 20-pointer. That's what we call that.
Fat.
Yeah.
Fat.
And look at the standings. One final look before we close the show. Look at these. Optic are at 130, 6th. Boston 120. So if Boston win tonight, big win if they were to get it. Miami at 120 as well. Those are your champs teams right now. So Rocker are 20 points off. Cloud9 are 25 points off. It's all to play for.
It's setting up exactly like last year did, bro. It's gonna be literally a race. It's gonna be a crazy race to champs, and there's gonna be like two-way ties 2 weeks before the last matches. It's setting up exactly for that kind of storybook finish this year again. So every match counts. Every online match counts. Every one win on LAN counts. Like it's a tight race, man. It's a serious race right now for champs.
Want to close this out, Trey?
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll close this out. Wow, look at me go. I've upgraded. Am I getting a pay rise? Absolutely not. Listen, we appreciate you for watching. Shout out PrizePicks for sponsoring the show as always, and helping us give you guys the content on the overs, the unders. Helping you guys out with your guys' picks. We appreciate everyone coming out to the pre-show. Had over 1,000 people in there whilst we was waiting for Ace's Discord to be sorted out. It's an absolute pleasure. Great day of COD coming up. The season's coming up to a very tight close with how many people are coming to champs. 20 points away from the 8th seed. Who's going to take it? I don't know. Is there any upsets today? Hopefully Falcons is, so I can talk my shit next episode. If not, I'm going to look dumb as hell. We appreciate everyone coming out. Shout out to everyone that's in the Generational Haters Club. Shout out to everyone that comes out. Appreciate you guys for listening on YouTube, Spotify. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to reach 100,000 subs. And from us all, peace. Have a lovely rest of your night.